So this is the final update video for Chopin's Black Key Etude in G flat major. The actual intended tempo for this piece, I was never able to achieve, but of course I sort of I envisioned it from the start that I'd probably end up playing it maybe at 75% tempo as a finalized product, because this is sort of like a concert piece. So I do have it at not necessarily 70, maybe a little bit at a slower tempo, but I have a decent version of this piece at the tempo I just indicated, with some error, not necessarily minimal error, and because of I still have some note difficulties, the dynamics aren't as good as they could be, and I don't know if you can hear the dynamics very well on an electric piano anyway. So I will play through this piece once, and there will be some error, and I'll quickly go through this piece after I play it, just noting some parts. So why don't I begin? And I'll play through the entire thing. There are no repeats, so I'll just be playing through everything. And that was Chopin's Black Etude at significantly less, at a very slow tempo, relatively speaking, of course. So I suppose I'll begin with the challenges with this piece. Number one is obviously the speed of the right hand. Obviously, I play at a very slow tempo, but in real tempo, it's much quicker. And while I do have the finger dexterity, I suppose one of the biggest for some of the passages, my biggest problem was the other half of the passages are really large jumps, and to coordinate those, I have a basic coordination down, but it's very hard to jump back and forth very quickly, especially considering since I have quite small hands, very small hands actually. And I still managed to hit at least some of the notes, but that is one problem that I face. My left hand, of course, is the study of this piece is it primarily focuses on the right hand. So my left hand has fewer problems, but another big thing is when my left hand has to play very long jumps as well, though not as much as the right hand, but sometimes I'm still expected to jump all across the keyboard. Obviously less than the right hand, but still that problem comes up. And then coordinating everything with good dynamics, which I was not able to, I think, do well in that playthrough. Dynamics being volume, for example, playing loud when it's supposed to be forte at the beginning, into a quick sun piano, and into a crescendo, etc., etc. What I did do well was, and there's more, I can criticize myself more after this, but what I did do well was, even though this piece was clearly out of my skill level, way beyond, I still managed to at least be able to play through the piece, though not very well. No, actually, I don't know. That's a good thing if you can. Well, the point is, I got through the entire piece, and of course, whenever you do something new, you always at the beginning, you usually have a lot more motivation to do something at the beginning. It becomes harder and harder to finish that project or whatever it may be, and that was sort of how it went with this piece, because at the beginning I was very patient with myself. I would take the metronome and just right hand, and this obviously my patience isn't the best, so this really forced me to test my patience by playing at these ridiculously. I probably played slower, just to learn the fingerings and, ingrain it into my muscle memory. To learn that, I think one of the greatest is just probably what I feel I've done very well with this piece. Again, clearly it's out of my skill level, but I managed what I could anyway, regardless. But that was Chopin's Black Key Etude. Hopefully sometime in the future, because this is like my favorite etude by him. Actually, I have quite a few. Yeah, I believe this is one of my most favorite etudes. He's written 24 or 27 in all, and this is probably one of my most favorited ones. I happen to like it for whatever reason, and hopefully I will be able to pick this up one day in the future, and hopefully by then I'll have much better finger dexterity. And that was Chopin's Black Key Etude.